Silas, I know it wasn't like a true off week where you have a full week in between stuff, but what was that like as a player to get a little bit of extra time to relax and heal up, I guess?
It was definitely good, definitely needed. Um, yeah, it just gave a bunch of the guys who got a lot of playing time some little bit of rest. We had some good practice time, got some good reps in, but ended up giving like the guys who didn't play in like the development squad scrimmage at the end of practice, so that was good. Just to watch and coach a little bit.
As an offensive player, I mean, you guys have been struggling on that side of the ball. Do you feel like this break was good to sort of refocus and maybe figure some things out going forward in the second half of the season?
Yeah, definitely, it definitely was. Just gave us more time to really focus in on our fundamentals. Also getting us feeling good and fresh again for NC State. So.
Coach Pry mentioned he felt like you guys had a pretty good week of practice, all things considered. How do you feel like this last week went? And you mentioned working on the fundamentals. How do you kind of carry the good momentum into NC State this Thursday?
Honestly, I really just think about this past game that we played. Just take everything that we did from the second half. We played a really good second half. I think just keeping that momentum that we had in that game and bringing that forward, fixing things we need to fix, working on the fundamentals, and then just having another good week of practice, carrying it in NC State. I think it's going to be good for us.
What do you feel like was different in that second half, especially the fourth quarter against Miami?
I think we just woke up. I think we just took too long to wake up in the second half. We kind of just sleepwalked through it. For the offense, that turnover that we had in the first drive really just kind of knocked the wind out of us. And we never really woke up until the second half. And when we did, we started scoring points. Defense started looking good. We just got to be able to do that for all four quarters.
What stands out to you about this NC State front? What challenges are they going to pose for you guys on Thursday?
There's some workhorses up front. They got some good linebackers. They just work hard up front. They're nonstop. All three of them got a good motor. Their second team has a good motor, so it's going to be our offensive line's going to have to finish our blocks. We're going to have to keep playing to the whistle. Can't give up. Got to finish.
I like your necklace. Is there a story behind your
It's
symbol? Or
it's a Ghanaian symbol. It's G on me. It means accept God. And my dad's from Ghana, West Africa, so we had this picture hanging up in our house, and I've always liked it. My mom got a tattoo on her wrist. I got a tattoo on my chest.
when did you get the necklace? How long ago?
I don't know. I think I had it for about a year now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Malachi looks like he's giving you guys a little bit of a lift in the run game. Is there something different about the way he runs that does enthuse you guys on the offensive line, that he can be sort of that hard-nosed runner?
Sure. I don't know. I did notice that we definitely picked up when he got back. I think he might just be more of a patient running back. He waits and sees the blocks, but I don't know. It's good having the 1-2 punch with him and Keyshawn in there. I mean, Keyshawn gets to the edge or he gets an open hole, you're not going to catch him. He's the fastest dude in the ACC. But, yeah, definitely having both of those guys is good for the team.
Silas, do you guys consider coming out of the bye week, this second half, almost like a clean slate? And do you guys set any particular goals for what you want the second half or the last month or so of the season to look like?
Just win. That's our biggest thing. Like Coach was saying, it's hard to win football games, but when we play the way we play, it makes it even harder when we have turnovers and penalty flags all day. Like, you can't win football games like that. So, like I said, just locking in on fundamentals and really showing up in the game, being consistent, practicing consistent. And the way you practice is the way you're going to play. So if you're practicing consistent and hard and, really practicing to win, you will win football games.
And you mentioned in that fourth quarter against Miami that you guys woke up. How do you make sure that happens earlier in the game, especially in a tough road environment, Thursday night, national TV, all that sort of thing?
Like I said, I think it's really just preparation and practice. I mean, if you have a good practice and you practice the way that you want to play, consistent and hard-nosed, and like you want to win, you will win the football game. And I think also just getting our team captains to talk to the guys before the game, I think that'll be definitely good for us. And, we just got to go out there as a team and do it.
following up on that answer, this team's still looking for a road victory, and you can look at your losses and figure out a lot of reasons why that didn't go your way. But when it comes to approaching games on the road, is there anything you can do in your mindset or your approach, or things you can tell your teammates and the younger guys and how they could be set up for success on the road?
Shoot, I mean, road games are going to be especially different, hostile environment. But shoot, every time I go to a away game, first thing that comes to mind is walk into your trap, take over your trap. So I mean, if you got that mindset, I mean, you could pretty much beat anybody if you do what you're supposed to do. So that's how I think about it.
Let's go out to Zoom for a few.
On Zoom, can we start with Hank, please?
Hey man, thanks. How much more challenging is it when you're on a losing streak to kind of maintain positivity and enthusiasm?
It's definitely hard. I've never been 2-5 before, so it's different for me. But one thing I've always been good at is keeping a smile on my face, even through dark times like this. I mean, so just kind of keeping everyone's energy up in practice. Coaching guys, guys who are starters and guys who are second team or third team, really just coaching guys and keeping them up, telling them that they're doing good stuff during practice, and that's gonna show up in games. I think that's the best way to do it.
Is it maybe a good thing to be on the road away from the local negativity and just kind of be, brothers together and not worry about, the fans and maybe feed off their fans?
I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, either way, you're going to get negativity. It's from our fans who are upset with us or it's from their fans. I mean, either way, you're going to get some negativity a little bit.
Gotcha. Thanks.
We go to David Teal, please.
Silas, given how many of you guys up front have played so many snaps this season, was the open date especially well timed for the offensive line?
Oh, yeah, definitely, a couple of guys a little beat up. It was definitely good to get some rest in and some recovery in the weight room. Just get back to having our bodies feeling good. That was definitely great for us.
I mean, does fatigue become an issue when you're playing every single snap?
Honestly, in the moment, you're not really thinking about it. I mean, you're just going as hard as you can go. That adrenaline's keeping you up, so you don't really feel it, to be honest.
But when you go back and look at video, do you notice any kind of drop off in fourth quarters and such?
I mean, there might be a couple of plays where some guys are tired, but if coach thinks that he needs to bring us out, that's why we have backups.
Thank you.
Any other questions on Zoom for Silas? We'll go back to you, Travis.
All right. Anything else for Silas? Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Silas.
Cool. Appreciate it.